Hey y'all, it's Dana. Just a quick check-in. It's been about 6 hours. Actually, it's been about 6.5 hours. And I came back to do a check on my paper. And everything's looking pretty good. Everything's dry. And not really seeing any crazy rings. I do see a little residue on the peppermint from Eden's Garden and Now, which is a surprise because we think about Eden's Garden and doTERRA being typically from the same sourcer. That doesn't mean they're using the same in all cases, but we know that their purchaser is generally the same person. So the papers are not doing anything crazy surprising. But I will tell you, let me sit down here and see if you can see me. I went out for lunch and I came back and my garage door is, so this is the office. This would be a formal living room in olden days. I've got this set up as my office, which is a big old disaster right now. That room would be the dining room. The kitchen is that way with the door to the garage that way. I opened the door and was like overwhelmed with the smell of peppermint and lemon, and it's like OMG, I can't even. From this morning I had sort of a real-time headache. It took a few hours to go away. So I'm actually going to be pulling away the Better Homes and Garden and the Now. So remember I told you I dismissed those because they each had the peppermint free. So that tells me there's something in there that's a little bit of a concern. But it's the smell, right? It's this overwhelming, hit you in the face kind of smell that is a bit problematic for me. So I'm going to move them out of this room. Tomorrow I will pull in their the little synergies that I have mixed because I want to see what that comes to smell like. But I'm trying to narrow down which ones is it that is like, oh my God, it's just sort of overwhelming the space. And so when we talk about our animals, so my dogs didn't get to leave today, right? They've been here all day long. They spend a lot of time in the sunroom when the weather is nice, and they have access to come and go in and out as much as they want to. They would never be enclosed in this space. But it starts to make you think, if this is hurting my head in the same way that it might be doing to them, and we talk about them having this inhalation and running around naked and all that kind of stuff, it absolutely is a little bit troublesome. So, anyway, interesting stuff. So anyway, I'm pulling out the Better Homes and Garden and the Now to see where that, if that changes, which of these might be overwhelming the scent. So the bottles are on, the caps are on all of these. The papers are all dry. In fact, I don't really even smell it on the paper anymore. Maybe a little on the lavender, but I'm going to move the papers and I'm going to move those two oils into a different part of the house and see if I can narrow down which ones might be overwhelming in their scent, and I'll keep you posted on that. So I'm going to check back on all this stuff in the morning. We'll do the synergy sniffs, and then we'll compare our peppermint brand to brand nose sniffing as well. So talk to you guys later.